Welcome. We're going to land into the presence of now by closing your eyes. Please make sure you're comfortable. Legs can be out wide. You can be sitting cross-legged. You can fidget and move around. Take a deep breath in through the nose if you can, and blow it out of your mouth. Let's try that 2 more times. A deep breath in through your nose and let it go. One more time. A big breath in through your nose and let it go. Now, keeping your eyes closed, breathing naturally, observe your heart beating. Observe your breath. Notice the sit bones on the floor. Observe the hands resting on your legs. In your own time, start to create those circles. Little circles, big circles. Let's warm the body up. Breathing through your nose if you can, unless you're congested. After all, it is the fall allergy season. Change direction of those circles whenever it feels comfortable to you. Please keep in mind, there's no forcing. There's no judgments. There's only observations of your own breath and body. So just a few more times around. Unwind from the week. Unwind from your to-do list that you've set for yourselves for the today, for the weekend. Please keep in mind, no forcing, no judgments. Only observations of your own breath and body. And maybe we can keep those concepts, those ideas throughout the entire day, maybe the entire weekend, not just this morning. Now, when you're ready, let those circles evolve into the rhythm of the elephant, where you breathe deeply to one side. Exhale out to the other side. Back and forth. Please let your lower back soften. Let each breath be full. Let each breath be deep. Play with it. If you'd like to pause at the top of the breath, maybe you'd like to pause with the bottom. Make it yours. Again, let all those thoughts, just roll them away. Roll them off your mat. Feel the back softening and loosening. When you're ready, please take your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath in, and on your own exhale, gently bow only to where it feels safe and comfortable. As you let your shoulders relax, let your head hang down so your neck can be soft. Let your neck release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake the head gently, yes and no. With an inhale, rise back up. Hands on the legs, exhaling here. Take a deep breath in and again let it out with a great big sigh. When you're ready, turn to the other side, breathe in, and gently bow only to where it feels comfortable. As you press that opposite hip downward to the floor, shoulders both relax. Let your head hang down so your neck can be soft. Let the neck release. Take a deep breath in, and again let it go. Shake the head gently, yes and no. With an inhale, rise back up. Place the hands on the legs, exhaling here. With a deep breath in, draw shoulders up to your ears, and on your exhale, pull them back and down. Try it one more time. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. Place the hands on the floor in front of you. And when you bow, stretch out to where it's comfortable. As you rest your head down between your arms, let the head hang. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck be soft. Let it release. Please take this moment to balance your breath. Balance the mind with the body. With a deep breath in, please rise back up. Backs of your hands come together. Lift them to the heart. With a deep breath in, open the arms out wide. Exhale, let your hands meet. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Namaste. Release your hands. Roll your shoulders just a few times. Now we're going to be setting down, so if you need to change your legs at any time, if you don't want to sit on the floor anymore and pop yourself up on a couch, you can do that. We're going to work the neck and the shoulders. We're going to loosen them up first. So 3 times, we're going to gently bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, relax them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, let them fall. One more time. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, let them fall. Now take your hands, interlace your hands. We're going to do angel breathing. It's not a lifting of your chin, it's lifting of your chest. It becomes more of a cow pose, a chest opener and shoulders. Best of all, it helps relax the body. So let the hands rest on your knuckles. And with an inhale, lift your chest, lift the elbows up. And on your exhale, let the elbows come down, relax your back. Inhale, stretch your back, lift the elbows up. Exhale, let it fall. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, breathe up. And exhale, let it go. Release your hands to your legs. Eyes are closed. Please take a moment here. Breathing naturally, observe your body. If you felt this soothing and relaxing, please use this in times of stress. Opening your eyes, placing one hand on your shoulder, elbow out to the side. Work the elbow around in circles. Go one way several times, go the other way. I just thought I'd throw that extra stress breathing in there. Not that any of us are feeling any extra stress lately. Now we're going to bring our elbow to the front, stretching the hands. Open the hands out. Bring your pinky in, thumb holds it down. Now the other hand's going to pull your ring finger back. You're going to stretch it towards the elbow. Hand comes to the shoulder. Straighten it out. Middle finger, pull it back. Give it a good pull. Bring the hand towards the shoulder. Straighten it out. Get that pointer finger. Bring that hand towards your shoulder and straighten it out. Now, shake that hand out and let it rest. Get the other hand on your shoulder, elbow out to the side, circles in the shoulder. Now, if you've got a tight shoulder, I neglected to say it on the other side, they can be tiny ones, or maybe you don't want to play the game with us. Listen to your body. It's just like your hip. They're going to be different on each side. Now, elbow in front, stretch your hand out, pinky in, thumb holds the pinky. Take your ring finger, pull it back towards the elbow, get that nice stretch. Bring it all towards your shoulder and straighten it out. Middle finger, pull it back, get that good stretch. Hand towards the shoulder, straighten it out. Now, one more, get that pointer finger. Now bring it all towards the shoulder and straighten it out. Shake it out. Now relax your shoulders. We're going to gently tilt your right ear towards the shoulder. Drop your left hand down. Move it back just enough. Open your eyes. Look out the left side of your eye up to the ceiling. Lift your chin with the gaze. Here's the hard part. Relax. Take a breath in. Let's stretch our face. Let's tell ourselves we're gorgeous. I am gorgeous. And gently, slowly rotate your nose. Look down at your right knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath and go. Yeses with the chin. Bring your left hand to the knee. Please tuck your chin into the chest. No movements with your chin. And then let your head hang. Bring your shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders down. Please gently drop your left ear towards the shoulder. Take the right hand on the floor and out just enough. Open your eyes. Look out the right side of your eye up to the ceiling. Lift your chin with the gaze. Take a deep breath in and go. Now slow and gentle. Rotate your, I forgot. Look back up at the ceiling. Let's tell ourselves we're gorgeous here. I am gorgeous. Now slowly and gently rotate your nose. Look down at the left knee. I heard you, Pam. Relax your shoulders, take a deep breath and go. Little yeses with your chin. Please bring your right hand to your knee. Tuck your chin to your chest. Little no movements. Now gently draw your shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Roll the shoulders down. Let's meet each other on our backs. Please make sure you have your yoga strap with you. Please make sure if you have a problem with the neck and you put something behind your head, it's a folded blanket. Probably a folded towel would be better because it won't be quite so high. Do not roll that blanket up or the towel. Have it flat. Now, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. We're going to do the most important pose, Apanasana, where we can lift the feet up off the floor. You've all done this with me, hands on your knees. This starts every single series in all therapeutic styles of yoga. This is great for all issues. Take a deep breath in, exhale, bend your elbows, draw the knees into the chest. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Really breathe deeply. Exhale, bring it in. Hold the breath out for a second. Inhale, big breath in. Hold the breath. Exhale, pull it all in. One more time, bring the knees up. Hold that breath. And then exhale. When you draw them in, hug behind your knees. Take 2 deep breaths there. And after 2 deep breaths like that, as long as your neck feels good, please bring your head up. Bring your nose towards your knees. 2 deep breaths there. Feel how it stretches differently. Now, let your head and your shoulders rest on the floor. Put both feet on your yoga mat. Please take the feet wide apart, like we always end, but we're going to start this way. Have your knees bent, touching each other. Feet are wide apart. Some of you do not want to do this next part. Some of you want to go a little deeper. You might want to lift your hips up a tiny bit, scoot your hips down a little bit, and readjust your shoulders. This takes it deeper. Some of you, absolutely, that is not for you. Listen to your body. Now let your arms rest out. This is something you can do in bed before you get out of it. Take a deep breath in and go. Maybe you do this before you go to sleep at night. Point one knee up and press the other knee down. Hold it and breathe. Feel that stretch in your hip all the way to your knee. If you're not feeling it enough, grab that ankle. Pull it upward a little higher. You don't have to go deep. Bring that knee up and let's go down to the other side. Again, if you need to deepen it, pull the heel up. If not, keep it where it's at. We're going for a gentle stretch, basically from your rib cage, your hip, all the way to that knee. Now bring that knee up and press the other knee down. Hold it, keep breathing. This is daily dental floss. Dental floss works awesome if you use it every day, right? Same thing with this stuff. Bring the knee up and let's go to the second side. Hold it and breathe. Is it just a little looser? Now bring the knee up and walk your feet and knees in together. You're going to extend the left leg out long. Please bring your right knee into your chest and hug behind it. Turn all of your toes straight up to the ceiling. Only if it feels good to you. Lift the left heel up off the floor 2 inches. Pull your tummy to spine. Only if your neck feels good, bring your nose to your right knee and reach your left arm over your left thigh or next to it. Now, this is just as effective on the floor, engaging everything. You don't have to lift it up. And then relax it all down to the floor. Get the strap. Let's say good morning to your hamstrings, folks. Take the leg up to the ceiling. Breathe into the back of that leg. Let your shoulders relax on the floor. Now, some of you, I know you've got really super tight hamstrings, so you're not going to hold the leg straight up to the ceiling. It can be out, but try to keep the leg straight. I know some of you can't bend the knee. I'm sorry, we'll have to have the knee bent. They can't straighten it, but listen to it. Just go to where your hamstrings will accept this stretch. Take another breath there. Now, let the left arm rest out. Let your right leg go out anywhere where it's comfortable. Get that nice stretch in your groin. It's our first stretch in that area, really, so make sure you don't go too far. This is a sensitive area. Some of you are crazy deep and may just even be holding your toe and not have a strap. Now, if it feels good to you, you're going to look over the left shoulder, straight up to the ceiling if it's better. We're not done with the right side. Bring the right leg up and take the right leg out to the right side in those circles, just like we did in the shoulder. Go one way around with those circles. Change your direction. Go the other way around. Breathe. Now we're going to bring the leg back to the center. Both hands grab your strap. Now your left hand holds the strap, right arm rests out comfortable, palm up, and we're going to pull the right leg to the left side. If you're needing to bend your right knee, go right ahead. You can keep that leg straight and go for a very deep stretch. Look over your right shoulder if it feels good. Look straight up to the ceiling if it's better. Certainly look to the left side if that feels better to your neck. Everybody's neck feels different here. So let the pose take you where it feels right to you. Now take a deep breath here. And let that right shoulder relax. With your next personal inhale, bring the leg up. Both hands annoy your hamstrings again. Pull those calf muscles, stretch them. And now we're going to take the strap off your foot. If you need to, hold on to your legs with both hands. If not, let it go. Point your heel up to the ceiling and pull the toes towards your face. Spread the toes wide. Can you pull back on that pinky toe towards your right knee? Now point your ankle up to the ceiling. One more time. Push the heel up, spread your toes. Try to pull back on that pinky toe. If you're not feeling good, bend your knee and slide the leg out. If you're feeling great, slowly or quickly bring it down. And reach your arms out over your head and point your toes. Now let's hug behind your left knee. Turn all your toes to the ceiling. This can be your pose applying the locks of the body, never lifting the head up. But if you feel good, please lift the right heel up 2 inches, pull the belly to spine, nose to left knee, reach your right arm over your right thigh or next to it. Breathe here. This really strengthens your back, your core, and now we're going to let it go. We're going to take this strap and put it around the left foot. Pull the left leg to you. Breathe into the back of the calf and your hamstrings. Adjust it for your leg. Now remember, your core is more important for your lower back health. Gripping your butt muscles is the worst thing you can do for your lower back. It's the core, pulling the belly in and upward and working on that strength. Now the left hand is going to hold your strap. Let that right arm rest out comfortable, palm up. Let's drop that left leg out to the left side. Where does it want to be? Do you want to prop it? Maybe not so far. Maybe it goes deep. Maybe you're holding your big toe and no strap at all. Point your nose to the ceiling and gently look over your right shoulder if it feels good. Or maybe it feels better looking straight to the ceiling. Breathe into that hip. Now we're not done with the left side, but we are going to bring it up and out to the left side in those nice big circles. Go one way several times before you change the direction and go the other way. Now bring your leg back to the center. Both hands grab your strap. Pull the leg gently towards you. Now let's get the twist. Left arm rests out comfortable, palm up. Pull the left leg across the body. Maybe you need to bend the knee today and prop it. Maybe it's straight out. Maybe you're holding your big toe. Look straight to the ceiling or over your left shoulder. Maybe you need to look to the right because your neck feels better that way. Breathe into this twist. Let the back of the left shoulder be the anchor in the pose. Now let's take a deep breath in. Let it out with a big sigh. With your next inhale, bring the leg back to center. Both hands grab your strap. Pull the leg towards you. Now take that strap off your foot. We're done with it for now. Point the heel up to the ceiling. Pull the toes towards your face. Spread the toes wide. Take that left pinky toe. Pull it towards your knee. Breathe here. Excuse me. Now point the toes to the ceiling. One more time. Push the heel up to the ceiling. I'm sorry. Spread those toes. Pull back on the pinky toe. I'm not really sorry. Now point your ankle and work your ankle around in circles. I haven't forgotten your feet. We got to get to those toes too. Slowly or quickly bring the leg down or bend your knee and slide it out. What feels best to you? Now, hollow body. Reach it out. Put space between your hands. Spread your fingertips like you're holding a basketball. Point your toes way far away from you. Now turn the toes up through the heels of your feet to your fingertips, please. And then hug behind your knees. Bring the knees either wide apart towards your rib cage, or maybe you prefer close together. As long as your neck feels good, nose to bent knees, round your back. Take 2 deep breaths there. Feel that stretch all the way to your tailbone. Now, after the last breath, we're going to meet each other on our hands and knees. Some of you would like to just roll forward and come up on your hands and knees. Some of you are going to roll to one side and come up on your hands and knees. Some of you need to have extra padding under your knees and or behind your thighs and your calf muscles. Make sure you're comfortable. Remember, if you're adapting this to the chair, you stand up and put your hands on the seat of the chair. Everything else is the same. Your elbows, the soft spot of the elbows is rotated forward, so you're pulling shoulders out of the ears. In fact, for a moment, relax your elbows and draw those shoulders to your ears just so you can feel it. Now pull the shoulders out and rotate that soft spot forward. Feel how that opens your chest and your shoulders there. Looking at the floor, at that spot between your thumbs, table pose. We're lengthening out from the crown of your head, not your forehead. Exhale, we're going to press back to the heels. Reach the arms out long, drop your head into your chest, chin to chest. Inhale to table pose, point to that spot between your thumbs. Exhale, press it back, tuck your chin. Inhale, bring it back up. Last time, press it back, tuck your chin. Now inhale, come to table pose, and we're going to gently roll it into the cat. Move to cow. Go back and forth just a few times. Flow from head to tailbone. So that table to extended child's or goose posture is stretching your entire back. Cat-cow is working the flexibility. Breathe full and deep. Relax your butt muscles. That's not serving you. Pull the tummy in and upward on that cat. Now the next time you naturally find yourself in the cow, hold cow. Remember, if your wrists are hurting, you can come on your elbows. Keep cow pose, let your head hang. Are you breathing? One more breath, pulling those shoulders out of your ears. You could even be up on teacup fingers. That's cool too. The next time you're ready, let's flow into your cat pose and hold cat. Pull the tummy in and up. Relax your butt muscles. Shake your head a bit and gently press it back, hips to heels. Now you're going to lift up. We're going to walk our way a tiny bit to the left side. We're going to take a nice deep breath here, and we're going to hold ourselves up into the cat pose. Let your head hang, shake it. Keep breathing here. Now gently flow into the cow pose. If you prefer breathing into it one way or the other, go for it. I always like mixing it up because each pose has a really wonderful stretch into each one of the breaths. So there is no right or wrong to breathe in cat-cow. The next time you have cat again, hold that cat, keep breathing those full breaths, relax your butt, and press your hips gently low to the heels. Look up at your hands, reaching those hands out long. Elbows are off the floor. If you choose to, walk those hands further to the left side. Head drops between your arms, and just put that right hand on top of the left if you choose. The hands can be anywhere. If you choose, twist to the middle. Get that right side into the center of the mat. It feels great to twist both ways. You can do that too. You're going to gently unwind, lift up, come up off your heels, walk your way a little bit, the tiniest bit to the right. You don't have to go far at all. In fact, you get less benefits going far. You're going to go into that cat with the deep breath flowing into your cow pose. Go back and forth from cat. Move it into the cat. Just a couple of times. And then we're going to flow the back into that cat and hold it. Let the head hang. We're going to let the butt muscles relax and breathe out your back rib cage. Now gently press the hips low to the heels. Reach your arms way out to the right side. Elbows off the floor. Look up. If you'd like to, walk those hands further to the right. Get into it a little deeper if it feels good. If not, that's great too. Left hand sits on top of your right hand and you twist to the middle. Settle into that. Take a breath there. Maybe you want to twist both ways. Maybe you want to stay right where you're at. And with an inhale, you're going to lift back up. Walk your way back to the center. And one last time, press the hips back. Adjust yourself into your child's pose. I can't stress child's pose enough for you. If you have back issues, toes can hang off to the edge of your bed. Get pillows underneath you. Be comfortable. Don't do it on the floor. When you're hurting and you need this pose, do it for 15 minutes. Set the alarm clock on your phone so you don't go any longer. I swear in between 5 and 10 minutes, you're going to think, I can't take it. Somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, something awesome happens. Try it. I dare you. Now, when you're ready, we're going to lift all the way back up. We're going to meet each other on our bottoms, and we're going to get a couple of basic poses sitting. And we want to get into our feet. So, of course, if you need that blanket underneath your hips for those hamstrings, and even if you don't have really tight hamstrings, it's morning. It's easy does it. Be gentle. You can do hard stuff later. Maybe set up on that blanket and give your hips a little softness there. Adjust the abundance out from underneath your sit bones. And do you notice that turns the toes upward? So we're going to turn the toes up. Spread the toes wide apart. I haven't forgotten about the toes. Aren't you glad I didn't make you do it in hero's pose? I know one of you is saying, yay. Now, keep the ankles up, but curl the toes down. Breathe there. Now, this may cause cramping. It takes many years for that to go away. Some of you may not feel it at all, though. Relax your feet. Keep the toes up, spread them out wide, and pull back on your pinky toe side. We're rocking your feet from side to side to feel that in your hip sockets. Now, we're going to take them a little wider apart and bring your toes in, heels out. And go back and forth, European windshield wipers. Now you feel it really in your hips. Loosen those up. Set the tone for the entire day. Now we're going to point our ankles out, curl the toes down. That really causes cramping, and again, that does go away, maybe takes a decade. Keep your ankles pointed just like this, turn the toes up. But if we don't keep practicing it and taking that long, they just get worse. Pull back on the pinky toe side. And now work the ankles. Oh, go one way, then the other. Now, kids, slide the soles of your feet together. Rock your hips a little bit. Flap your wings. We've loosened those hips up quite a bit. Let's continue to stretch the back. Let the whole body hang over your legs there. Now you may be sitting up tall, putting your hands on your feet. Maybe that's it, but let your head hang. Some of you are just letting everything hang and your elbows are touching the floor. But I don't want any muscle energy. Don't push your thigh bones down. Don't try to pull yourself out longer. Let your body go. Don't look. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders be drawn down by gravity. This is the hardest thing for you to do. Stop doing anything. Let go and relax. Let the earth, let gravity pull your upper body downward. When your head is hanging like this, it's 30 pounds of resistance on your back. So the more you fight this, the less you're getting from it. So let it all go, and now focus breathing. Breathe deeply out your back ribs, your side ribs, not your front body. And on the exhale, focus pulling the belly to the spine and upward towards the heart. Do that breath at least 3 times, trying to fill up and hold the breath. And on the exhalation, pull the belly in and upward. And notice on that exhale, you feel that all the way into the tailbone, in the sacrum, all those areas that we've jammed up throughout the week. Sitting, walking, biking, maybe we've been jogging, God forbid, running. Ugh. Now, even if you like that breathing, let that breath go. Take a deep breath and let it out with a sigh. See if you can relax a little more. Now, if you would like to apply angel breath to this pose, you can play with me. But we're going to put our hands at the base of our skull, interlacing our hands at the back of the neck there. Not everybody should do this. Maybe you want to stay for a couple more breaths in butterfly pose. But if you want to play with me, inhale, just lift your chest, elbows up. Don't lift your head. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your elbows up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it down. Let the arms rest. Take several breaths and let everything go. The whole purpose of doing that was activating muscles around your spine so that you could relax them more. You cannot stretch the connective tissues, 8 layers of tendons of your spine, if your muscles are engaged. So we're going to tuck the chin. Put your hands on the floor in front of you and or on your feet, and slowly lift yourself back. Keep your chin tucked in. This was an inversion pose as well. No headstands today. So bring your hands right behind your thighs, bring your knees up, take your hands back behind you. We're going to sit in the hammock, kids, and we're going to rock the knees from side to side. You do not have to lift your head up immediately. It can be very slowly. Breathe here. Rock that out. That should have been a very intense pose. That was a yin pose, and we held it for a good long time. Yin poses are meant to be held for a long time so you can get into the connective tissues. Get your feet and your knees wide apart just like we did earlier. Just one knee down, Pick it back up and go to the other side. Don't do it quick, but gentle. Now, we're going to take those legs out. Let's get some twisting in. We're going to take our legs out straight in front of us. If you don't want to sit on your blanket, you can. If you need more of it, get it there. Adjust the abundance out from your hips again so that the toes are pointing where they should be. We're going to bend our left knee, and we're going to take it and cross it over the right leg. If you cannot cross it, you just put it right next to your right leg. Now we're going to take our right hand, hold the knee, or we're going to hug the knee, but we're going to pull our body parts to the left side. We're going to put our left hand on our collarbones right here. We're not going to lean back. I want you to set up. So before we even twist, acclimate yourself to the twist. And you may not have gone very far. That's great too, only to where it's safe. So once you've acclimated yourself to the left, hold it and breathe. Think about this. Turn your right toes to the ceiling and press through the heel of your foot. Do you feel your hip bones change a little bit? A little body awareness there. So we're going to put our left hand on our collarbones. We're going to use our left elbow to point us into the twist. Hold it and breathe. Don't go any further than it feels good. Now in this pose, we're going to relax our right toes, and we're going to open the left arm out. Spread your fingers. Can you try to look into your hand? Maybe not. Put the left hand down onto the floor, flat hand, or teacup fingers with a bent elbow. Of course, the elbow could be to the outside or continue hugging it. Breathe here. Now, we're not pushing into that left hand. It's here to just open the shoulder and ratchet us around a little deeper. So maybe the hand is just right here. Maybe you haven't gone very far. But we're going to slowly turn your head, look over to the right side, and then we're going to unwind your pose. We're going to pick your left foot up in your hand. We're going to rock the baby. Maybe it goes into your elbow and you hold that baby tight. I know one of you may want to burp that baby. Put that foot over behind your head. Now, we're going to put the foot down to the inner thigh. You're going to put something underneath your left knee if you need something there. And we're going to bend the right knee. Maybe it just bends a little bit. Maybe you put a little prop. Maybe it bends a lot. We're bending right at the hip crease. We are not rounding the back. We're putting our belly and thigh together. Put your hands on each side of the leg. We're going to lengthen, and we're going to gently bow over that leg. Now, some of you are just going to hang out here and breathe. Some of you want to engage it further. By turning your right toes up, the knee can be bent or it can be straight. Look at your foot, but keep your belly and thigh touching. Now take your hands, cross your wrists. Now maybe only have your ankle. Maybe you can hold your foot. We're going to set up tall and look at that foot. Breathe here. Keep your left hand to the outside of your right foot. And we're going to take our right hand on our hip. Just like how we did before with our elbow, how we pointed ourselves back. First, we're going to shrug our right shoulder to the ear. Exhale, pull it back and down. Pointing that right elbow behind us, we're going to look back if it feels good. Maybe you're looking at your right foot. Reach your right hand behind you. Try to look into that hand. And then take that hand, arm, cross your wrist, bring it forward. Try to grab the inside of your foot again, or maybe it's just your ankle. That's cool too. And just bow. Maybe bend your elbows if you have your foot. Maybe bend your elbows if you have your ankles. Maybe you're just in the fold. No matter where you're at, gently rise up. Pick that knee up and slide it out. Work your ankles around. Now let's go the other way. Let's take that right foot, cross it over your left leg. Remember, if you can't cross it, it goes to the inside. We're going to take the hand, hold it, or hug it. We're going to pull our body parts to the right side to acclimate to the right side. In fact, we're going to turn the left toes up so that we feel the hip bones solidly on the floor. Now we're going to put the right hand at the collarbones. We're going to use that right elbow to twist. Elbow points back. Unfold that arm. Spread your fingers. Look into your hand if you can, or maybe just look to the right side. It doesn't matter. Turn the palm down. Bring the hand down flat on the floor. Teacup fingers with a bent elbow, but we're not pushing down on it. Relax your left toes. See if that enhances your twist. Maybe your left elbow's to the outside of the knee. Maybe not. Are you breathing? Breathe here. Don't hold your breath. Now slowly turn your head to look to the left side. And then we're going to come back to the middle. Unwinding. Pick your left foot up in your right hand or elbow. Rock your baby. Oh. Now, if you want to, put that baby behind your head. Burp the baby. I don't burp the baby. I haven't done that since I was 3. Now, we're going to put your foot to the inner part of your left thigh. You can put a prop underneath your right knee or hip. That's fine. Bend your left knee. If you cannot get your belly and thigh touching each other with the leg straight, it needs to be bent a little bit or a lot. Put your hands on each side. We're going to lengthen, put our tummy onto the thigh. We're going to relax over the leg. Maybe this is where you're at and want to stay here and prop yourself up. That's great. That's a perfect pose. If you would like to go further, you're going to lift your head up and look at your foot. You're going to take your hands and cross your wrists. So if you only have your shin, that's great. Ankle. Turn the toes up though. Left toes up, press through the heel of your foot. And if you can, you're going to sit up tall. Look at that foot. Feel how long your back became? So you're not rounding your back. Right hand stays on the outside of the left foot. You're going to bring your left hand on your hip and you're going to shrug the shoulder. Bring it up, back, and down. And the elbow points us right to the left, and we're going to open that left arm out. Spread your fingers. Try to look into that left hand. Maybe not. Reaching out with that hand, reaching forward. And then we're going to cross the wrists again. Grab either your ankle or your foot. Bend your elbows no matter where you are and bow. Breathe into that. And then gently place your hands on the floor and lift yourself back up. We're going to slide your legs out and work your ankles around. One way, then the other way. So I neglected one major thing today. Let's bring your one foot on your thigh. Get your fingers between the toes. I wanted everything stretched from your toes to the top of your head. Even your eyeballs. Will end with your eyes today. So get those fingers between the toes. Get the palm of your hand on the sole of your foot. Holy cow, we haven't done this in a while, have we? So get that connection of the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot. They're talking about you behind your back. I don't know what they're saying. I hope it's good. Now kind of work your ankle around. Go one way, go the other way. Flex and point your foot. Now give them a squeeze and then pull them out. Let's get the other leg. Bring that up. Put your fingers between those toes. Get the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot. And the more you do this, the more you can do this. You really want to stretch your toes out. It's like for decades never opening your fingers. This is not a good thing. Your feet are meant to haul you around your whole life. Now let's work the ankle around. Go one way, go the other way. And if you're not used to doing this, it feels cockeyed and awkward. The more you do this, the more comfortable you become. After all, most of our moms told us not to put our fingers between our toes, right? Flex and point, flex and point. Nothing against moms. I'm a mom too. Take your hands out and slide those legs out. Oh, work your ankles. Now we're going to come down to the floor, and if you have a yoga block, grab that yoga block. We're going to use that in the bridge pose. So make sure if you don't have a yoga block, you've got a nice thick pillow, maybe a rolled up towel or a blanket. But I think all of you have at least one yoga block that you can use for this. So have the knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We're going to lift the hips up, and we're going to settle the hips right onto that yoga block. Remember, you want it at a slant. You do not want your tailbone curled down. All of you have done rock the clock with me, so you know how that feels. The tailbone pushed down and you have a curve in your back. You want the back slanted. Any pain at all, you readjust it. Now let's go one leg, only one leg. Rest that leg out. Make sure there's no pain here. This is stretching the psoas, it's opening the hips. It's releasing the sacrum too, if you let it. Now this stretches the neck and shoulders. So on this pose, even if you're used to using something folded under your head, please take it out because this is stretching your neck, unless you've got some other serious issues that you haven't talked about with me. Let me know. See how it gets your shoulders and ears in alignment. And the reason why this is so important is all day long your head is forward and it's curled upward. So we're going to take that leg, we're going to bend the knee and slide the other leg out. So if you take all day long with your head forward and your head curled upward, looking out and getting that over curvature in your neck, your body is not sabotaging you. It loves you. It's going to stitch all those soft tissues and make them hard and put you in that position because that's the way you want to be all day long. It's actually trying to help you. And when you go to move, then you're in that position the whole time. Take the leg out. So what we have to do is remind our bodies that we want to have all different types of movement. We want our soft tissue to stay soft, not stitch us into one spot. So if both legs are hurting out, it's hurting your back, please bend one knee, put your foot on the floor. Possibly your yoga prop is too high up. Maybe you need to scoot it down and you go, oh, that's it. But honestly, for years, I did not like both legs out. So maybe for years, you might just want one leg out at a time. But keep switching it out so that each leg gets that nice stretch. We're only going to hold this for a few more moments. So while you're here, let's take a nice deep breath and let those shoulders melt. Take another deep breath in and see if the hips can open a little more. Hear your heart beating. Notice your breath. Now this is so important to open the body this way because everything is rounded forward. Whether we stand all day or sit all day, the psoas needs this extra stretch. Everybody's going to bend one knee, put the foot on the floor, bend the other knee, put the foot on the floor. You're going to set your hands down, holding onto your yoga prop, and pick both feet up off the floor. If this feels good to you, take the knees around in circles. Some people love this. I do. It's kind of like putting tennis balls in your bed and underneath your hips and doing circles. It actually feels good, and if you've never tried tennis balls in your bed, try that. Feels good under the shoulders, the hips. Play with it. Play! We've stopped playing. We're working too hard. Now separate those knees and get the circles in the hips. Go one way, go the other way. Somewhere along the way, playing got a bad rap. It got associated with laziness. Now we're going to put one foot down, the other foot down, lift the hip up, and let your hips rest down onto the floor after you take your prop out. Before we go anywhere, please lift the feet up off the floor. Let's do 3. Take a deep breath in. Bend your elbows. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, bring them in. Slow. Inhale, up, hold that breath. Exhale, bring them in. Hug behind them, nose to bent knees, round your back if you can. And head and shoulders rest on the floor. Put your feet down onto the mat. Have your feet at least hip distance width apart. You're going to set your left ankle on your right ankle. Recline pigeon pose, of course, kids. We're going to drop both knees to the right side. You may need a yoga prop there, maybe not. Left foot rests on the floor or your prop. Point the left knee up. If you want to go deeper, your right hand holds the left ankle and pulls it deep into the hip crease. You point that knee up. And if you want to, you can even raise the right knee up a little higher so that it gets a little deeper into the left hip. Most likely, you're going to feel it right there and not have to take the right leg up. I sit in pigeon pose for 10 minutes at a time on my belly. I still feel this lying down. Both shoulders are anchored into the floor. Make sure that knee, your left knee, is not pulling into the body, it's pushing away. The left foot is solidly on your yoga prop or solidly on the floor. You're looking straight to the ceiling. It is not a twist. It's a stretch in that left hip. So just for grins and giggles, lift the left toes up and wiggle them around. And then drop them down and relax them. Did you feel that in your hip? Let's take a deep breath in and let the hip relax. See if the tissue around your knees can soften and relax. Around the shin bone, ankle. With an inhale, let's lift the whole kit and caboodle up. We're going to take your left ankle off your right knee, hug behind your left knee. Right foot is on the floor, nose to right knee, or left knee, I'm so sorry. And then let your head and your shoulders rest on the floor. Lift your hips up and do that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Drop your hips down. Now make sure the feet are comfortably out wide. And then right ankle on your left ankle, on your left thigh. Drop both knees down to the left side. Now you can get a prop there or not. Once it's down, that right foot is on the floor of the prop and the knee is pointing up and away. Now possibly both arms are resting out, but maybe you want to grab your right ankle with your left hand and pull it into the left hip crease deeper. It gets the right hip a little bit more. Now shoulders anchor into the floor, nose points to the ceiling. For grins and giggles, let's just lift those right toes up. Wiggle them around maybe. Maybe you can't wiggle them around. Takes a little practice. And then drop your toes to the floor. Notice that in your hip. So breathe into the hip. And let it relax. Let it soften. Don't let the right knee fall inward. Let it press away. Breathe deeply into it. Let all that tight area around your knee, your femur bone relax. Let the muscles around your shin soften and relax. Just a few more deep breaths here. Now, with an inhale, let's lift both legs back up. Left foot stays on the floor. Take your right ankle off the left thigh and hug behind it. Bring your nose to your right knee, round your back. Then you're going to put your feet down onto the floor, and you're going to let both knees touch and take the feet wide apart. Pick your hips up if you choose to and push your hips further down and readjust your upper body so that it's down. Or in a version of saddle pose. There's some people who would like to come into full saddle pose here. Let your arms rest out. And gently point one knee towards the ceiling and press the opposite knee down. And hopefully it's just a little looser than it was when we first started. That's why I wanted you to feel it now. It should feel really loose now, or much looser than it did. Bring both knees back up. Walk the feet and knees in together. Lift the feet up off the floor, and with or without your hands, take the knees around in circles. Of course, if you wanted to do nose to bent knees again, you can. And once you've done your knees around in circles a couple of times, let's divide the knees up and get the circles again in your hip. If you choose to be a happy baby, grab your ankles or the yoga pants and just rock yourself from side to side, whatever feels good. Kiss your puppies and your kitties. And then if it feels good, grab the outsides of your feet. You're a dead bug. Knees point to the outside of your rib cage. Feet point towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades flat on the floor. Tuck your chin a little bit and feel the stretch of your neck. Take a deep breath in and go. Go ahead and send one leg out over your pillow. Send your other leg out. Let your arms rest out. Palms up. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for a moment. Sip a little more breath in. Now blow it out hard. Check in with your body. Is there discomfort, dis-ease, thoughts, emotions that need to leave? Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Sip a little more breath in. Now blow it out hard. Let's do the two sounds, ah and Take a deep breath in and let it out with Let's do the delicious sound. Take a breath in. Let's try it again. Take a breath in. One more delicious sound. Notice the vibration left on your lips. Allow that reverberation, or allow that breath to flow through you from head to toe. Let that breath flow from fingertip to fingertip. Find Ujjayi breath, the sound of the breath at the back of the throat. Hear the breath deepening. Let it take on the sound of a wind or a wave. Let that breath flow through the whole body. Let it relax and release the whole mind. Observe the breath. Observe the air flowing through your nose. Is it warm or cool? Notice the dominant side. Is it right or left right now? That will change. Imagine you can breathe in deeply through your left nostril and exhale out through your right nostril. In a circular breath, see if you can breathe in through your left nostril and exhale out through the right. You're breathing in deep relaxation and exhaling out through the right. Focus your attention on this circular breath regulation. Trying to reverse the breath, we're going to inhale through the right nostril, exhale out through the left. Deep breath through your right nostril, exhale out through your left. We're inhaling, energizing the body, stimulating it, exhaling through the left. Focus on this circular breathing. And then let your breath be. As you start to bring yourself back, come on back to the room. Wiggle the toes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your ankles, wiggle the wrists. Take a nice deep breath in with any extra stretch you'd like. Bring yourself back to the body more fully, more completely. Only when you're ready, draw the knees up, roll to the right if it's good, roll to the left if it feels better. Stay on your side. Make a pillow for your head with your arms for just a moment. We're going to end with stretching our eyes. So take your time. Maybe you want to lay on the floor with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. You don't even want to get up. Some of you are already setting up. Everybody's so doggone different. So please, again, make it yours, okay? This eye stretch, I always recommend this for everybody once a day, maybe twice a day, just like cat-cow. Your focus is all controlled by your muscles. So let your hands rest on your legs if you're setting up. You're going to keep your chin level. It's not moving. We're going to keep breathing through the whole process, and we're going to look hard upward. And then we're going to look down hard. We're going to look hard up. And then we're going to look hard down. Last time up. Last time down. Look hard to the right. Look hard to the left. Back to the right. Back to the left. Look hard right. Look hard left. Now we're going to look up right high diagonally into the corner. Down left low diagonally into the corner. Up high right. Down low left. Last time up high right. And last time down low left. Look up high left diagonally. Look down low right diagonally. Up high left. Down low right. Up high left. And down low right. Close your eyes. Take your hands. Rub them together. Get them hot. Once they're hot, we're going to bend our elbows, cup our hands, and let our eyes rest into the warm cups of our hands. Hopefully they're warm. Keep breathing. Never press anything onto your eyes. And then we're going to take our ring finger to the inside of our eyebrow and follow the eye orbit, the bone, all the way around your eye. 3 times. It's a good massage. And then we're going to bring our hands to the heart. Thumbs against your chest. If you choose to Om, close your eyes. Invite a deep breath in. Namaste.